What's up, guys? Back again with another weekly analysis. Last week was really good. I think we will go over the usual that we always go over. So we will just zoom out on DXY. So DXY is on a monthly right now. It's in a bullish uptrend. As we do zoom in onto the weekly, we are seeing um, quite a rejection along this support trend line. So moving forward, we are seeing a really solid push to the upside on the daily. We have a lot of bullish candlesticks that we kind of just retested this support level on the monthly and within the channel, and then continued pushing to the upside. So what I am expecting is possibly a push to the upside with DXY. This is also a very crucial zone because we did kind of see kind of like an M formation form about within this level. So this is kind of the neck of that area right here. I am expecting that we do get like a bullish candlestick closure above this level. As soon as we get a bullish candlestick above this level on the daily, then we can anticipate and expect a slight push to the upside. If not, we might maybe kind of see a little slight drop back to this level and retest, if not possibly a break below this monthly support level moving forward. But I think nonetheless, we're still ranging within 100, 100.093, and then within this zone, which is around the bottom of like 96.241. So around about there. But we'll see how things go. I think DXY, the dollar could be bullish. There's a lot of fundamentals that are actually creeping in, which we will discuss later on within the video. But let's move on to NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, I think was the only one that really, NASDAQ was one that really was very tricky last week. So I did anticipate that we were going to kind of get a retest below and break down. So I did see these two levels kind of like reject this resistant level and straight push to the downside. But I think there were fundamentals that came out with this candlestick actually closing above, and eventually I got stopped out. But yeah, it is what it is. Price came through, broke through, retested this resistant channel trend line, and then we started seeing kind of like a continuation push to the upside. We are seeing a bit of like a range within this zone right here. This level right here is a resistant level, but I am seeing kind of like bullish momentum kind of like push to the upside. So I'm just going to highlight and show you something quickly. So this level right here and this level right here. So there's kind of a little bit of like a bullish momentum push to the upside. These are two levels. I think also as well two right here. These are three touches that I actually kind of like noticed and pointing out that we could be pushing higher. It's just that this resistant level is actually just stopping the momentum and break through. So now what I am anticipating for the overall move with NASDAQ is possible ascending triangle formulation, and then straight bottom two. We might just possibly drop to this level and then a continuation push to the upside. So this is what I'm anticipating for Nasdaq because we could may possibly see a triangle formation from above, and as soon as we get this rejection of this zone here, then we are good to break above in creating possible all-time highs moving forward. If you do see as is. So yeah, as I said, that this level here is a really high respected zone. And actually just let me just like stretch this out so that you guys can be able to see this level right. So this is a very strong level that needs to be kind of just broken through. As soon as this level breaks through, then we know very well that we're going to be reaching all-time highs with Nasdaq. So that's what I am anticipating with Nasdaq overall. Just have to wait and see how things do play out. It is Monday, so possibly maybe tomorrow. It's Tuesday. Sorry, yeah. I usually drop these videos on Mondays. It is Tuesday today. I had a lot of work that I had to kind of just like tackle as is. Reason being to why I didn't drop yesterday, but we're here now. So yeah, it is Tuesday. There are fundamentals that are coming out that you are going to actually look at afterwards, and then we will see on a way forward. Now, on on US30. So US30, I remember before we broke this resistance level right here. Just gonna mark it out very quickly. This resistance zone right here. This level here before we broke above this level right here. We were ranging within the zone. So there were fundamentals that did come out, and this was the time I actually got stopped out on Nasdaq. I think this was during market open. Yeah, this kind of candlestick open during market open. Saw an initial spike there but there were fundamentals that I think came out last week. Price broke through, caught this buy trade along this level. Yeah, as is, price came, broke through. Bagged that, price rejected, came back and to this support level, and then I took a buy on this exact open. I think this was on New York open as well, and we profited. So now, as we are seeing, we could possibly maybe be experiencing a range within this resistant level, maybe slightly dropping down to the support level right here. So I just want to see if potentially yeah. So we could see a bit of like ranging within US30, possible range within US30, depending on how things actually do end up with the fundamentals today. But this is what I could be anticipating as is. I will be maybe targeting this level right here, 48,765 as a buy area. I will not be selling above this zone right here because it's very, 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 very risky. So we'll see on how things play out as is, but that's what I am anticipating with US30. I think US30 is actually reached all-time highs. Yeah, it's reached all-time highs. Reached all-time highs last week. So yeah, we'll see on how things play out. As you can see, So we're still within the bullish structure, moving up. So we have to wait and see on how that plays about. And then we move into Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I am currently holding a buy position as we speak. So I am waiting on for price to kind of break through and hit my take profit, which is around 94,359. We are zooming out. I did kind of see that there was kind of bullish momentum creeping in, which I'm gonna just show you why I say that. This much actually. So there's like one, the second one, and this is the third move right here. So we could possibly be pushing much more higher. I did say that we are ranging within the support level, which we did see price kind of create wicks on a much higher time frame, which I'll show you now. But what I am anticipating is a continuation push in break of this resistant level right here. So what I am going to just map out now and show you guys quickly is that right here. So it's 1, 2, and then 3. So what I am anticipating is a break pushing much higher with Bitcoin, as we have been ranging within this zone for quite some time. I think between 95K and I think this is like around 89K. So we've been ranging within the zone. I'm expecting a really like strong push breakthrough to the upside with Bitcoin, and then maybe coming in and targeting this level right here, and then maybe seeing a bit of resistance and rejection within that point in view. As we do zoom out onto weekly, it's kind of just like the channel that I did form out on the weekly. So hence I'm saying is that there's a possibility that we can slightly push really higher. I think maybe approximately pushing possibly 100K moving forward, but we'll just have to see and wait on how it plays off. But currently I am holding buy position that I am holding. Reason being is that it's kind of like ranging through, so breakthrough in price within the zone right here, and then a rejection within this level here, and then now we're seeing candlestick volume play out exactly as expected in continuation to the upside. So Bitcoin is moving really, really solid. And gold was a really great one that I actually catched. I did remember sharing with you guys as is that I was expecting a buy within this neck level of the inverse head and shoulders, and this was kind of like my entry, and my entry was hit. So kind of like 1 to 5. I usually do 1 to 3, but just pushed like crazy and hit my take profit. We did see kind of like a push and then came back and retested this zone, but I wasn't so confident in entering with this level. Also based on the fact that I did highlight and mention that this gap needed to be closed. So there was kind of a suspicion that I thought that price would possibly drop below, and then I would maybe enter in a buy within the zone and then a continuation to pushing to the upside. But overall, I think if we do zoom out onto the bigger time frame, let's go onto a 4 hour. We are seeing bullish momentum just really creating all-time highs with gold. So as you can see here, this is my resistant level. I would say not resistant, but support level. Hopefully this level can be reached with a slight drop below. So this is 4,518. And then we can maybe buy positions within this zone and then push to the upside. So I will be waiting for a slight pullback. I'm not going to be entering now. I need that pullback just to kind of like drop below this level. Then I'll be looking for buy entries. There also is a market did open yesterday with a slight gap, so this gap also kind of just needs to be filled, and then we're going to be um, going bullish, continuing moving forward. So yeah, let's go into fundamentals. So fundamentals, we are seeing that CPI is coming out today. We have core PPI, core retail sales as well too. And then retail sales, and then PPI, and then unemployment claims on Thursday. So on Wednesday is going to be pretty volatile. Today is also going to be volatile, and Thursday. So looking at the data, we are presuming that we could possibly see a slight strong dollar. Just to summarize on how things are looking like overall, but we'll have to wait for the data release for CPI just to actually get conclusion on everything that we're actually seeing here, because I know once CPI news comes out, we will see insane volatile moves within the markets. Trump has been going back and forth with Venezuela. If you guys have been kind of keeping up with the fundamentals, so a lot of talks on him obviously taking over Venezuela's oil and just taking over the market per se, because there have been allegedly concerns about Venezuela moving drugs into the US by using oil. So his arrest was pretty much due to that. But we'll kind of see how things play about this week. There's a lot of just bits and pieces that are being chucked out based on other countries as well, to retaliating in the sense of Trump taking over Venezuela, as is, and Russia was one of them, going through into the week last week. So it is a very, 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 very tense time. But keeping up with the fundamentals, we'll just have to see how things go about moving forward. I think to get a little bit more in-depth, knowledge on a lot of the things, please do follow us on Instagram. I do also post about a lot of these details based on how the fundamentals could also affect oil and gold and crypto as is, and I take an opportunity of those fundamental aspects that do get released during the time. So yeah, follow us on Instagram. We do have a TikTok account as well too, and I do share the results and profits as well on the page, so that people can be up to date with how the trades are being taken as well too. The WhatsApp group is also available as well too. You can check in the description below. And yeah, hope this video is helpful to anyone watching, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.